How many people do you think have used Bitcoin and cryptocurrency so far? 150?
Easily 200.
200? Okay,
Yeah.
so let's say 200. What do you think it is at the end of this decade? So in 2021, 2030, what do you think the number of just humans around the world that have used this stuff ends up being?
At the end of this decade, we're talking 9 years here, brother?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going for 4 billion.
4 billion?
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty good guess.
Yeah, I'm going for 4 billion. That's our target. 4 billion humans in the emerging world. I don't really care about the West. I'm not even considering them. 4 billion humans in the emerging world. And we can do it now because all these remittance partners and all these people that wouldn't talk to us before, wouldn't even look at us, they're coming to us now. Even the banks in Africa are coming to us. We met with the banks. We met with the government. We met with all of these people. They want to learn. They want to understand. And they're coming to us now. A year from now, it's going to be even more explosive. And then we can actually let the money flow freely. We can actually, take some Bitcoin, sell it, and then turn it into a cash payout at you call it POS center or a mom and pop gas station in Kenya or Nigeria, South Africa. Forget it. It'll reach the entire world at that point. 4 billion people easily.
4 billion people by the end of the decade. And then when you think about, let's say 30% penetration in Nigeria today. So let's go to one of your most popular markets. What is it going to take to go from 30 to 90% penetration?
So that number being thrown on 30% is wrong. It's less than 1%.
Less than 1%?
It's less than 1%.
Explain why.
It seems like it's 30% because there's so much traffic. It's intense, but people just don't understand Nigerians, right? Nigerians are prolific people. They have immense hustle, immense drive, immense ambition and energy, right? So that 1% seems like 30. When it actually does get to 30, oh my goodness. I mean, at that point, that'll be like 3-4 years down the line, I think. And at that point, the whole world will be moving. All of Africa will be moving forward. All of Western Africa will be saturated because Nigerians are everywhere. They'll drive this adoption intensely. That's what people have to understand. Like, to make that happen, though, will mean boots on the ground. Like these educational centers where people can come in, meet someone face to face, that has to happen because you're not going to get people in the emerging world going to this en masse in a purely digital format. This is their money. If you go to someone there and say, hey, keep your life savings on your phone or your computer, and you're like, come on, man. There's a bit of hand-holding here.
Yeah. So you think that it's a very small percentage, 1% or whatever now, 3 or 4 years to 30. And then how do we get to 90? Is it literally just boots on the ground and everyone focused on making this happen?
To get to 90%, this is difficult because if you go out into like rural parts of Africa, like we built our 6th Bitcoin built with Bitcoin school in Kaduna State in Nigeria. This is really like rough territory. Like,
is that where the fighting is happening in northern Nigeria? Okay.
Exactly. We go to the places where there's the most need. The school is safe though. There's a lot of protection. The governor of the state is, very cooperative. But if you go to that place, you'll meet like out of 100 people and like 2 of them will actually have a cell phone, right? So you're talking about there has to be, basic utilities like cell phone access first coming in there. So for us to reach 90%, we're going to have to be at the point where we're actually giving away cell phones, or we have mesh networks set up to support all this infrastructure. So there's a lot that has to lead in there, because people don't understand how underdeveloped it is outside of the cities in those places. That's the only thing holding it back.
When you think about what it's going to take from here, what are the things that you're prepared, right? When you start out with a story like Egypt, when you talk about Zuccotti Park, those are, life-changing moments for you and experiences. What else do you think has to happen in order for this to kind of proliferate across the world?
For all the tools that we play with money, we play with technology, it's a spiritual battle. Might sound corny to some people, but it truly is. We're dealing with money here, right? And money has been the first pillar that the bad guys took control of. They are able to basically cut off value transition of humanity, which means we can't cooperate. And cooperation is our greatest strength, right? So we have to understand that at the end of the day, this is a spiritual battle. We're in a bull market right now, and nowhere is a spiritual battle tougher than in a bull market, right? You look at all the greed happening. You look at all the pain that's going to be coming because of what's going on, right? And what has to happen is we need the best minds in this space to take their eyes off of this whole Gordon Gekko-ish kind of nebula that we're in and focus it again on the ground, in the places that need it most.